Hello everyone! With patch 7.2, we have Maiev on the Broken Shore, who informs us that we need to rally a new champion to bolster our ranks. Hunters are sent over to the True Shot Lodge, where it's Chandre's Pheromone who informs them about numerous reports of sickly animals in the thicket that surrounds the demon-infested city of Suramar. I guess since this takes place after we take care of Gul'dan, that tossing out their leader did not instantly clean up the city. Now we're sent out to see if the rumors are true, and near Suramar we find Dibin, Nighthuntress Syrenne's pet, that's too weak to react to our presence. His injuries prevent him from moving, but after grabbing some mana root that is forged from ley lines within the Crimson Thicket, we're able to heal his wounds.
Dibin, can you hear me? When I am freed, I will kill every last trapper for what they have done to us!
Dibin is kind enough to give us a ride as he leads us to Syrenne's location.
Dibin, you are alive! I had almost lost hope, my sweet friend.
She's been withering away in this cage as a prisoner to a wretch called Realm. He's leading a group of Nightborn that are using fel magic to corrupt and control the native wildlife. We need to kill him and recover his control orb so we can release her from this arcane prison.
How pathetic. Syrenne is taken to compelling outsiders to do her bidding. Lexera does not take kindly to those who meddle in her business.
Syrenne's not surprised that he's taking orders from this Lexera. She's always seemed far too comfortable with the demons who infested their city. We cannot let her succeed in corrupting Suramar's wildlife, so we're asked to deal with the trappers, while Syrenne will do her best to track down Lexera. After killing enough of the Nightborn trappers and freeing the felbound beasts, Syrenne lets us know that she's tracked down Lexera all the way to the Broken Shore. That's our next destination, where her army of trappers have taken over the valley. Syrenne can take the demons, but we go about applying mana root to the fel corrupted animals who are not beyond saving. And of course, we cut off the head of the beast by taking out Lexera.
Did Syrenne send you? Has she really sided with an outsider over her own people? She will find that she has chosen poorly.
We will not be stopped!
There's no joy when a Nighthuntress falls, but it had to be done. With Lexera defeated, her band of trappers will quickly disband. Those that refuse will meet Syrenne's blade, and our work here is done for now. We've quite impressed the Nightborn Huntress, who's been reluctant to trust outsiders, but we're not that different. We are both willing to go to great lengths to protect the things that we care about, and she would like to lend her aid to us and our hunters.
Dibin and I will make our way to the lodge, should you need us. Together, we will protect our home from the Burning Legion.
That is how hunters obtain a new follower, which for me was probably the most disappointing follower questline out of all of them, so let's do another one today and talk about the priest quests. Priests are sent over to the Netherlight Temple, where Alancesval informs them about a rather curious contagion that's been spreading through a small coastal region within High Mountain. The local tribes, they've abandoned the area for fear of catching this ailment that currently has no known cure. One of our own was traveling through the area when her companion fell ill, and she's requested our aid, so we fly out and we meet up with Aelthalyste and her companion Roland Abernathy.
Chin up, Roland. It appears help has arrived.
Roland must have caught whatever the torrents had, and the entire camp has been wiped out. The disease appears to be fel in origin and impervious to all known treatments. She's been working tirelessly to find a cure, but Roland doesn't have much time left, and our help would be greatly appreciated. We go down and collect some samples from the source, while using Levitate to avoid getting in direct contact with it. We also use Shackle Undead to shackle the shambling corpses, the final stage of the disease, and we collect specimens with the corpse collector. And we also reveal the dust sprites disguised as goats with the spell magic. It's a little known secret that the dust used by their sprites for their various tricks, that it has restorative properties. We collect their shimmering dust and we return all that's required to find a cure for the contagion.
Try adding a bit of holy magic. That usually does the trick.
Hello? I'm listening.
That seems to have made things worse. Try adding a bit of shadow magic instead.
Speak quickly.
Well, that was unfortunate. Surely someone with your skills can revive him?
You've done it! I'm cured!
It would seem that a delicate balance of holy and shadow magic, that is the key to curing this contagion. Obviously, the remedy will need a bit of work to reduce the undesired side effects, like dying for example, but in the meantime, we take the counter agent back to the Nightlight Temple, while Aelthalyste will work diligently on discovering the source of this contagion. This cure couldn't have come at a better time, since word has reached us from those fighting on the Broken Shore, and it seems that the source, it could be pinpointed to a specific island off the western coast. An island where many of our allies have already been infected. We go about spreading our cure, while also taking care of Ozark the Corruptor, who's using fel spreaders to pump out their infection fel creep.
You will not leave here alive! The contagion will consume you! The Burning Legion cannot be stopped!
With the threat of infection dismissed, our allies should be able to press their assault here on the Broken Shore and gain an advantage over the Burning Legion.
Come, Roland. Let us leave this vile place before you get yourself sick again.
Aelthalyste and Roland, they make their way to our order hall, where we find them walking around in the Sanctuary of the Void.
How must you always be so close, Roland?
She's amazed that these hundreds of priests, that they all report to us. She only has Roland. She thinks that we'll get along very well indeed, and if we allow her to stay, she will offer her services.
You made a wise choice. We will accomplish much together.
Another powerful ally recruited to our cause, and we have bolstered our strength against the Legion once more. That is how priests obtain a new champion, which means that we've reached the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and until next time guys, see ya!